Every dig a mystery, every find a prize. Metal gods sing beneath Hoosier skies.
Welcome back, everyone, to our helpful tips and reviews playlist right here on Indiana Unearthed. Today, we are out actually door knocking, and we get asked this all the time on how we obtain permissions like we do. And we are going to help you or give you suggestions on how you would be able to obtain permissions like we do here on Indiana Unearthed. So sit back, relax. Hope you all enjoy the video, and hopefully this helps somebody out in the near future. So everyone, first thing that I do and that we do a lot of driving around. We're looking for old worn paths. We also look for foundation stones that kind of tell us a little bit as far as the period of these houses that we door knock. We also do a lot of map overlaying, a lot of map research. So today we've actually already obtained 2 permissions. We're going to drive around a little bit, try to get some more, but these are just some things that we do look for when we're out looking for new spots to metal detect. We also look for any sort of location where people might have gathered over the years, any types of parks or old farms, any types of old mill locations. So the first step that you must do, you got to get out, you got to drive around, and you definitely got to do your research. So when we finally locate a house like the one you see back here behind me, I like to go up and talk to the property owner in person. Most importantly, you have to be friendly and polite and kind of explain the basics of metal detecting when it comes to somebody who may not be a part of the hobby. Also to add, I just like to be very straightforward, again, introduce myself and why I'm interested in this property and why we love to recover the history that we do. I like to emphasize that what we do as far as cutting our plugs, also offer them that we can give them a demonstration if they would like to see how we go about our process. Something else that I like to emphasize to the property owner about metal detecting, explain to them that we clean up our mess, we get any trash out of the yard. Also something that you need to also be aware of is any underground power lines, any Wi-Fi wires, anything of that nature. Kind of explain to the property owner that our metal detectors are able to pick those wires up at times. Also, our coils don't damage or harm those wires or cause any type of interference as well. Also, something that we do is offer our finds that we find to the property owner, whether that be a ring recovery type mission. Anything that we can help the property owner out with is a way to build a relationship with that property owner. Sometimes doing this creates opportunities to be able to metal detect other spots that the property owner might have. So everyone, we actually just obtained permission for this house that you see back here behind us. This is the property owner. His name is Shane. This house was built in 1816, and this is actually his family home. So I was just going to ask Shane, when Wendy had initially came up, what was your first impression?
Oh, I'm always welcome. I like the history. I want to find anything that's buried or lost or forgotten for the house. So I'm always happy to have anybody here to check that out.
That's awesome. He was actually very gracious enough to invite us into the house, so we got to see some really cool stuff in there that he showed us. He also showed us that there's actually another little spot over here behind the house. It's like a bottle dump. Tons of history here, and we thank you so much for allowing us to do this.
Absolutely.
And,
anytime.
It's going to be a good time. So we're getting ready to get into this ground. See you soon. So now that we have obtained permission here at this property, I just wanted to show you all one of the most very important tools other than our metal detector that we use. We have our shovels here. We try to cut the smallest plugs that we can. What this does is it leaves a smaller digging footprint so we don't leave a mess and tear up the property owner's yard. This is very important, especially if you have plans on coming back to the property in the future. And as always make sure and remember to clean up your trash, and definitely make sure you fill in your holes. You always want to leave a property better than it was before you got there. Respect is everything in metal detecting. Property owners appreciate it when you take care of their land and you communicate openly. So always remember this. So to sum it up, number 1, scout for good spots that you could potentially metal detect. Number 2, approach the property owners and ask politely and honestly. Number 3, explain your process and show respect for their land, because they are the ones allowing you on their property. Number 4, always use techniques to minimize impact on the land. Number 5, always make sure you're cleaning up your areas and leaving the property as you found it, or even better. And number 6, always remember to offer to share your finds with the property owner if they would want something that you found. Being that it is their property and they did allow you to come onto it, this is always something that will create a good relationship with the property owner. So happy hunting, my friends, and we will see you all on the next episode of Indiana Unearthed. We're getting ready to get into the ground on this place. Wish us luck.
So here's to the channel, the dirt and the gold. Every story dug is a story